Hello and welcome to the Archie Luxury channel. Today I'd like to continue the series Viewer Emails, and this here is a series I'd like to entitle Fans and Crackpots. So let's start from the top there, and we'll work our way through the mailbag. Now, this is a first for Archie Luxury because I only released a mailbag yesterday, and already I've got enough content to make another viewer email. So this is great. Great news. Okay, this first one is from Scott Burton. Hi Archie, just following up on the prints. This is the Archie Luxury limited edition prints. I've just sent the $25 through. Here is a photo of me you could include. No proper watches yet, but I'm looking toward maybe getting something small and discreet, and possibly a Jaeger LeCoultre further down the road. I do have what I consider to be a collection of luxury Yves Saint Laurent shirts that I'm building. Nothing fancy, but I love the understated quality. Any recommendations for a nice entry-level, small and discreet luxury watch, possibly vintage? I'm not too keen on Rolex for some reason, and would like your opinion on other options. I don't want to aim for a Patek level piece straight away, of course. I've attached a photo of myself, which is being displayed, that a friend took during a trip overseas. I hope you wouldn't find it too wanky. As a photography buff, I enjoy it, plus it's one of the only decent photos I could find. If you include in the next viewer email video, it would be a great way. It would be great to maybe recommend a watch that would suit the feel of this photo, as it was a great memory, and I hope to get a great first piece. Thanks a lot in advance, and I look forward to putting up the prints around the house when they arrive. Regards, Scott. Here are some names of some great fans of your channel that you might want to mention during the video to entice them to purchase some more prints. Michael Power, Francis Russell, Tiff Ha, Helena Alter, Charles Foster, Chris Edwards, Lottie Moore, Luke Skiarts, and So Bin Han, sexy Korean girl. I look forward to possibly doing some more business with you in the future. Okay, that's from Scott. So let's just firstly, thanks for the photos, Scott. You did mention Soo Bin Han, the sexy Korean girl. I am very disappointed you didn't also include a picture of her. Archie does have a very, very soft spot for sexy Asian girls, so that is a little bit disappointing there, Scott. But okay, let's have a look here at your things there. Wow, I gotta say this to you, Scott. I used to collect Yves Saint Laurent shirts myself when I was thin and young, and I loved Yves Saint Laurent shirts. I had about 10 of them. I especially loved the white Yves Saint Laurent shirts, which had the logo on the pocket. And I was also a big fan of Christian Dior shirts, and though I had about 15 shirts at one stage there, and they were fantastic. And I got to say, I know exactly what you're talking about. Archie now is a bit more portly, and he actually wears tailored shirts, but the Yves Saint Laurent label, that's a thing I haven't heard of for a long time. So I must say, well, I think we've got an Archie in the making here with yourself, Scott. But let's have a look at what would I recommend for a watch there for you. So looking at your photo, you're a young man. You look very... I love the photo. Thanks for sending it. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, don't wear a fucking Emporio Armani fucking quartz piece of shit. That's just crap. You look like a student. You might have a smaller budget. Okay, what would I recommend for you? For you, I would probably recommend, now this is my advice to you, okay, if you've got a fair bit of money, I'd get an ultra thin Jaeger LeCoultre. This is like a more modern type piece. They are fantastic. Not huge money when we're comparing it to, say, my Reverso Grand Date or a Patek. They're not that sort of league of money, but they are still, expensive. If you want something vintage, I'd be looking at probably a 60s Omega Constellation, maybe a Paipan, possibly I would probably be looking at a steel model with a beautiful leather strap on it. That's a nice piece of elegance. Omega's a good brand from the 60s. That's a great sort of piece. Probably set you back $500-$600 for a reasonable one of those, up to $1,000 depending on condition, dial originality, and whether it was a mechanical or a manual watch. That's a sort of an Omega dress sort of watch. That's what I'm recommending there. If you've got a bit more money, I would probably say, look, one of the best watches you can get. Now, I know you said you didn't like Rolex, but this is sort of a stealth Rolex. It's a Rolex Explorer 1. And they are a great piece because they don't have the huge, ugly fucking Rolex crown at the 12 position. It's very discreetly done beneath a triangle. So it's kind of the stealth Rolex. Very elegant, very great history to the Rolex Explorer 1. Another good piece. Okay, what else could you get there? I would say, look, some of the vintage Jaegers, they're quite inexpensive. When I say you're talking about $1,000 mark, that's what I'd be kind of looking around for. So yeah, that's my advice there. And look, thanks so much for the email there. It's great. I mean, look, if you guys are students and that's quite okay. You don't have to buy many sets of my photos, I mean, look, that's all cool. It's all cool. I'm just happy to have you guys as fans. So that's great. Okay, next email. Archie, I'm considering trading my U Series 16610, which is a Rolex Submariner date in steel, for a Breguet 5907. Do you have thoughts on if it would be a good move as both a piece for my collection and as an investment? I'm also considering their marine line. Thanks. What can I say? Wow, to trade a Rolex steel Submariner date in for a Breguet. My God, you couldn't get any two complete opposites in watches. One's a loud, obnoxious sports watch. The other piece is although it's not a Holy Trinity member, it's a brand which is as good as any Holy Trinity member. Breguet, Napoleon Bonaparte wore a Breguet. I mean, Breguet is just a fantastic brand. They invented the tourbillon. Fantastic. One of the founding greats in watchmaking. What's my opinion on that for that delicate dress watch? Look, Submariner's a great piece, okay? They're completely two different things. I mean, you've got to be a bit more delicate with the Breguet. The Breguet is not a rough and tumble watch. It's a dress watch. You can wear it every day, sure, but you can't swim with it. It's not waterproof. It's also gold, so it's a lot softer. It's more delicate. But personally, what would I do? I'd flick the fucking sub in an instant. Because the Breguet really is a much better piece. As I bought one of those in white gold many years ago. I flicked it to a dealer, and look, this is we're going back 13-14 years ago. Watch prices are way different then. It was basically a white gold. I think it was a 5907. I paid $4,000, sold it to a dealer for $4,400. And mind you, the whole market's changed. I mean, a Breguet, you'd never get one that cheap now, that's for sure. But look, the Breguet itself there, that's a fantastic piece. I mean, I think you're kind of, that's the equivalent of a 3919 Patek. They're a little bit small by modern standards, that 5907, but it's a Breguet. It's a great dress watch. I'd do it. That's my own view. As long as you understand it's a different piece to the Submariner, I would do it. And, you got rid of the Submariner. Submariner's a premium, so you could possibly get another Rolex down the track. But a Breguet, good Breguet, I would grab. Okay, next email. Hi, Archie. Archie, sorry, slow to respond. This is in response to the viewer who sent me some photos of his collection. And I was talking about that in my last viewer email. I had to go to the west coast of the US for a hearing. I'm a lawyer. I am returning today and will take some photos tomorrow and drop a small gift in the mail for you. Yes, I was surprised to see your vids and how similar our approaches to collecting are. I paid $20,000 US for my Patek 5134. That's his beautiful Patek I spoke about. I probably could get one at auction, antiquorum, for a little less, but there would be a wait for it coming up. To me, the 5134 is one of the most beautiful, best value Pateks. Calatrava style and understated, but with a very interesting complication. They are also fairly rare, and the model Gubelin picked for its tribute piece, which says something. I'm a sucker, GMT, for watches, and as I travel quite a bit, and pleasure. I've worn daily my GMT2 for the last 20 years. Yep, no, that's it's great to hear from you, and I look forward to getting the pics, and I'll put a video together about that. Okay, now this is where we want to talk about crackpots, and it's funny, being Archie Luxury, I don't know what it is. All these Italians, Argentinians, that they think that I'm desperately want to buy whatever piece of shit they've fucking got. And I'll read you this. Good morning. I'm Sergio from Argentina, and I'm trying to price a wristwatch Zenith vintage 1965 yellow gold. This watch belonged to my uncle, so it has special value, and I would sell it to someone who really appreciates it, e.g. a collector. I saw your collection at YouTube, very, very nice indeed, and took a look at your webpage as well, so I understand you really love value watches and could give me a hand to contact the right person. The watch is the original model Zenith vintage, manufactured in 1965, from only 250 units made. The only difference is that this, at some point in time, my uncle changed the croc bracelet for a solid gold bracelet. 18K, I think, but not sure, as shown in the pictures I send. The watch is excellent condition and running, has automatic movement and a date indicator. According to Zenith, they have launched in 2003 a new model priced around 8,000 US. Anyway, I need to put price, but as you, I would only sell it to a person that really cares. I love watches. Based on these details, I ask you to let me know if you are interested in purchasing or carrying on the business relationship involved. I send you some pics, thus to bear out the condition of perfect operation. Thanks very much, Sergio from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Okay, Sergio, just because I produce the Archie Luxury channel doesn't mean I want to buy every piece of fucking shit that someone in the world has there. Zenith, I have absolutely very little interest in a fucking Zenith. And, look, I'd seriously, I don't know what it is. The Italians come back and, they try and flatter and charm you. And, I'm just not fucking interested. I buy Holy Trinity pieces if I'm buying. And, at the moment there, I'm not in the market for a watch. So, no, I'm not fucking interested. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think.